What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Monday, November 22nd, 2021. We're here for another episode of the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining sports gambling podcast on the entire internet. My name is Pat Stothers, your host and commentator, and in this episode, we are going to dole out winners. We are going to tread through the losers. We are going to figure out who to bet on in NHL hockey for Monday and Tuesday night. There are 6 games on Monday. There are 3 games on Tuesday. Get ready, get set, like and subscribe. Tell all your friends. Let's get it. What did we learn since last week? What are some things we know now that we didn't know before? My biggest surprise is the Islanders. What the hell happened to this team? They're bums. Last place in their division, supposed to be a cup contender, very deep team, made a bunch of acquisitions in the offseason, and it's just not working. I don't know what's going on with them, but I don't like it because I placed a futures bet on them. Pull it together, Barry Trotz. What else did we learn? The Leafs are playing pretty good hockey. It's tight, 1-goal games. They're finding ways to win. They're playing responsibly, and I just don't believe in it. I just don't. I can't get excited about this team until I'm watching them in the playoffs when there's only a few games to end their season. I want to see how they play when push comes to shove because right now, I hate to say it, these wins don't matter. They do, but they don't really. But they're playing well. They seem like a safe team to bet on. The Leafs go, I guess. I don't know. I think I need to doubt them until they prove me wrong. It's the only way it'll work. Kraken are kind of stinking. They're not so good this season. Doesn't seem like they're going to be anything special unless they make a better team. Detroit's starting to fall off a little bit now. Habs are a write-off. But it's still early. Usually you can start to tell who's going to take off in this league by December, January, but right now it's still kind of a crapshoot. That's why you have guys like me giving you perfect gambling advice. So the very first game of Monday night, the Columbus Blue Jackets are minus 130 favorites over the Buffalo Sabres, plus 110 underdogs. 54% of the money is on the Columbus Blue Jackets. The home team is 9-3 in the last 12 meetings, and the Sabres are 7-3 in their last 10 games as a home underdog. However, Columbus is 4-0 in their last 4 games as a favorite. The over is 5-0 in their last 5 games as a favorite. The Sabres are 5-21 in their last 26 games when their opponent scores 2 goals or less in the previous game. And they're 6-20 in their last 26 after allowing 5 goals or more in the previous game. The Sabres don't bounce back well traditionally, but this team seems to be a little bit more feisty. Me personally, taking the Blue Jackets in this one. At 8 p.m., the Vegas Golden Knights, plus 135 underdogs, take on the St. Louis Blues, minus 150 favorites at home. 61% of the money is on the Blues. The last 12 meetings, the Knights are 9-3. The favorite is 11-3 in the last 14 meetings, and the Knights are 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in St. Louis. They're also 9-0 playing on 1 day's rest, 6-0 against the Western Conference in their last 6, and 13-5 in their last 18 Monday games. At plus 134 odds, the Vegas Golden Knights are pretty good value. They could beat the Blues. Why not? Blues are 1-5 in their last 6 overall. I say do it. Also at 8 o'clock, the underdog Ducks, plus 120, are playing in Nashville, minus 140 favorites. 61% of the money is on Nashville. Here's a fun one. Ducks are 1-5 in the last 6 meetings in Nashville. Home team is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings. The over is 27, 13, and 11 in the last 51 meetings. It's also 3-0-1 in the last 4 meetings in Nashville. Now I like the Ducks, but they're 1-6 in their last 7 playing on 3 or more days rest. And the Preds are 5-1 after scoring 5 or more goals in the previous game. They're also 15-6 in their last 21 games as a favorite. They're also 40-14 in their last 54 Monday games. Preds have been playing good hockey. Matt Duchene's putting up points. I love the way Ryan Getzlaf's playing and the whole Ducks team. Troy Terry is putting up points like crazy, but I do think Nashville will win this game. Unless John Gibson steals it for the Ducks. Something about West Coast teams coming to the East Coast, it makes it hard to play. I don't know. Something about the time zones messes you up. At 8:30, the Pittsburgh Penguins are slight 102 underdogs to the Jets minus 118 favorite. 67% of the money is on the Jets in that one. Favorite is 32-11 in the last 43 meetings. The Penguins are 6-2 in the last 8 meetings in Winnipeg, and they're 49-16 in the last 65 meetings. They're also 0-4 in their last 4 against the Western Conference, and 1-5 in their last 6 games following a win. The Jets, on the other hand, are 6-1 in their last 7 as a home favorite, 5-1 in their last 6 against a team with a losing record, and 7-2 in their last 9 home games. I don't have a ton of faith in the Jets, but if I was to lean one way, I would probably go with them. Kyle Connor. The other 8:30 game is the Ottawa Senators, who are huge underdogs at plus 270. They're taking on the Colorado Avalanche, minus 315 favorites. They hold 75% of the money. The favorite's 7-1 in the last 8. The home team is 4-1 in the last 5. The over is 7-1 in the last 8 in Colorado, and it's 13-4 in the last 17 meetings. There isn't much value on the Avs as a win because they're minus 315. But if you were to parlay, say, the over with the Avs, might be a good bet. I say do it. Sens are 1-7 in the last 8 overall, 0-5 against the Western Conference, 1-6 in their last 7 on 1 day's rest. I don't think they're going to win this one. They might, but I don't think they will. And the last game of Monday night is the Carolina Hurricanes minus 160 favorites at the San Jose Sharks, plus 140 underdogs. 73% of the money is on the Carolina Hurricanes. There's a fun stat right off the bat. The Canes are 0-5 in their last 5 meetings in San Jose, and the home team is 4-0 in the last 4. The Hurricanes are 2-5 in the last 7 meetings, which is surprising because the Sharks haven't been good for a minute. Now the Canes are currently on a 4-game win streak. Do they extend it past the lowly Sharks? Honestly, I say no. I think they're going to crumble and lose to the Sharks. Take the value, take the Sharks. They're going to make it happen somehow. You mark my words. Now on Tuesday, you have the Philadelphia Flyers. They're plus 140 underdogs to the Tampa Bay Lightning, coming in at minus 161 favorites. Then you have the Oilers as minus 105 slight underdogs to the Dallas Stars, minus 115 favorite. And at 9 o'clock, the Chicago Blackhawks are plus 165 underdogs. They're playing in Calgary. The Flames are minus 185 favorites. Don't overthink it. Look at the teams you have playing. Tampa Bay, the Oilers, and the Calgary Flames. I like them to beat their respective teams of the Flyers, the Stars, and the Blackhawks. I'll go to bed at night betting on those teams and feeling good about it. Let's go Tuesday 3-team parlay. My official bets for Monday and Tuesday night, who I'm picking. When I win, you win. When you lose, I lose. I like the Columbus Blue Jackets to beat the Buffalo Sabres. Lock it in. I will parlay that with the Nashville Predators to beat the Anaheim Ducks. Lock it in. I will add a third leg to that parlay by picking the Winnipeg Jets to beat the Penguins. Lock it in. And with that 3-team parlay, you should triple your money. I'm also going to take the over and the Colorado Avalanche in a parlay if you're able to do that on your gambling device. And I like the Vegas Golden Knights as an underdog. If I was going to do an underdog parlay, it'd be the Golden Knights and the San Jose Sharks. But only if you have the balls. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining sports gambling podcast on the internet. My name is Pat Stuthers, your host and commentator, and I wish you all well. See you next week.